Hello students, this is video number 14, part 1, chapter 4, that is energy. Now, first of all, what is energy is? What is energy is? Capacity or ability to do work is known as energy. Capacity or ability to do work, ability to do work is known as energy. Now the SI unit of energy is joule. So the SI unit of energy is joule. Now ability to do work is known as energy and its SI unit is joule. Now the question is, what is work is? What is work is? Like if your teacher told to you, just complete your work on the notebook. For you, that is the work. Mean you are doing the work. And what? In physics, this is not a work. In physics, the work is said to be done only. I am just writing the definition. The work is said to be done. The work is said to be done if a force is applied on the body, if the force is applied on the body and displaces the body through some distance. This is known as work done. Let's suppose this is a horizontal surface and the object is placed on it. Now the force is applied on it in this direction, and when the force is applied and the applied force displaces it in this direction. So from point A to point B, this is known as displacement. So this is called work done. So in the language of physics, the work is said to be done only if the force is applied on the body and the body displaces from its initial position to some distance. So mathematically, work done depends upon two factors. One is force into displacement. You can write it like this also, force into displacement. Now the unit. What is the SI unit of force? The SI unit of force is Newton. SI unit of force, that is Newton, and it is symbolized with letter N, and displacement is meter, M-E-T-R-E, meter, M, means Newton meter. What the unit of work done is given against the name of scientist, that is joule. So Newton meter can be written as joule, Joule and J only. Clear? So just see that the SI unit of energy and the SI unit of work done is same, joule only. So student, don't forget about this, that energy and work done totally interrelated with each others. So just go through your book also. Here it is written, factor on which work done depends: the magnitude of the applied force, the shortest distance traveled by the object from one point to another points. So this I have explained to you. Even you can go through it. Even the unit of work is given here. Now let us move to the next. Next is mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. MECHANICAL, mechanical energy. Now mechanical energy, the energy of the body due to its position or motion. The energy possessed by the body, you can write here, the energy possessed by the body due to its position or motion, that is known as mechanical energy. Once again students, the energy possessed by the body due to its position or motion, that is known as mechanical energy. For example, an arrow on a stressed bow, a stone on a cliff, a vibrating pendulum, a moving engine, running vehicles are some of the example of mechanical energy. Now mechanical energy is of two types. Mechanical energy is of two types. One is potential energy. And the second one is kinetic energy. So even we can write it like this, that mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. Now the first one is potential energy. I am just writing it in short form, P dot E. It means potential energy. So the energy possessed by the body due to its position, that is known as potential energy, and it is represented with the letter capital U. Don't forget students, the energy possessed by the body due to its position, that is known as potential energy, and it is represented with letter U. And potential energy again is of two types. Potential energy again is of two types. One is elastic potential energy. Now in this case, the work done on the body changes its size or shape. Means when the work is done on the elastic body, the body shape or size changes. And then the second is gravitational potential energy. potential energy. Now in this case, work is done to lift an object to a height above the surface of the earth. So that is the energy possessed by that body at height is known as gravitational potential energy. So in order to understand this gravitational potential energy, this is earth or ground. The body is lying here, somewhere here, and this body is lifted up to a certain height like this. Now let the height is h. Clear? Now the work is done in order to lift this body from earth to a certain height. So work done, just now we have done that work done is equal to force into displacement. So displacement in this case is h. So force, since the work is done against the gravity, so force that will be equal to mass into gravity, mg, and s will be equal to h. So we can say that this gravitational potential energy that is equal to work done. So gravitational potential energy possessed by the body when the body is lifted to a certain height, that is equal to mg h. So again, factors on which this gravitational potential energy depends, you can write from here only. The mass of the object, more the mass of the object, greater is the potential energy. Then height of the object above the ground, more the height of the object, greater is the gravitational potential energy. So these are the two types of potential energy. Now some of the examples of a potential energy given here. The stretched bow has a potential energy stored in it. This compressed spring, it has elastic potential energy. So hammering the nail, that is an also case of potential energy. So you must go through all these examples. Now let us move to the next, that is kinetic energy. I am just writing it in short. Kinetic energy, the energy possessed by the body due to its motion, that is known as kinetic energy. Like flowing water of a river has a kinetic energy. The running fan, it has a kinetic energy because the fan is in motion. A bullet fired from a gun has a kinetic energy. You can go through the examples which are given on your book. Now mathematically, kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mb square. 1 by 2 mb square. M is the mass and v is the velocity of the body. Once again, kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mb square. So now the difference between kinetic and potential energy, you can go through it. It is the energy of an reduced motion. Definition, it is written. It is the work done in moving the body from rest. Now it is the work done to gain some position, means in lifting. Then the third, it can change in any form of energy. It can change as kinetic energy, means potential energy can be changed into kinetic energy. What kinetic energy can be changed in any form of the energy. Now the students' next topic is transformation of potential energy into kinetic energy. Now, this is also known as law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy. It states that, I'm just writing here, law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy. Now, according to this law, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. What can be changed from one form to another form? Once again, students, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. What can be changed its form in other form? In other words, you can say that the total energy remain conserved during transformation of energy. Like this stretched bow. When this bow is stretched, it possesses elastic potential energy. And when this bow is short, its elastic potential energy is changes into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. Now, here you can take an example of this pendulum. This is a bob, and bob is at a mean position. And when this bob is allowed to move or vibrate or oscillates, when it is displaced from its mean position, this is the mean position, this is the extreme position, again this is the extreme position. So when it is moved from the mean, it moves to the extreme position. At the extreme position, it possesses potential energy, and when it moves downward, it possesses kinetic energy. Then from here only, when it moves up, it possesses kinetic energy. At point B, for a moment it will come to rest, so it will possess potential energy. Then again come back to O. So like this, the potential energy keeps on changing into kinetic energy. So you can go through it. I will take one examples. Like students, let the bodies at certain height from the ground. This is the ground. This is the ground, and this is the height. And the body is kept here, at height h. Now at height h, this body possesses potential energy. That is equal to mgh, and the kinetic energy is 0 since it is in rest. So when this body is allowed to fall down like this, so when it falls, it possesses potential as well as kinetic energy. So before touching the ground, its potential energy changes into kinetic energy. So there is a transformation of energy while the freely falling of the body. So that's all for today. You must go through the book also. Some more examples are given. This roller coaster example is given. So roller coaster, you might have seen it, you might have taken ride on it in the fun park. So this coaster moves up and down. So when it is at the height, it possesses potential energy, and when it is moving, its potential energy keeps on changing into kinetic energy. In other words, you can say that potential and kinetic energy are interconvertible. From here you can see at high position potential energy, low position kinetic, at again high position, potential, then kinetic, like this is the flow chart. Then another example is a dam of power plant. Now in this case, first the water is stored. When the water is stored, the stored water possessed potential energy or gravitational potential energy. Now this water, stored water, is allowed to flow through the pipes, and its potential energy changes into kinetic energy. That flow of water strikes to the turbine, and when the water strikes with the turbine rotates, and when the turbine rotates, the armature of the generator rotates. When the armature of the generator rotates, the electricity is generated. So just see that first the stored water possessed potential energy. When the water is flow through the pipe, it possesses kinetic energy, and here this kinetic energy changes makes the turbine to rotates, and when the turbine rotates, the armature of the generator rotates. When the armature of the generator rotates, the electricity generates. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.